Today we're talking about using the PixScan mat with your Silhouette Cameo 5. If you don't have one yet, you're going to want to grab one by the end of this video, I promise. Hi, I'm Brenda Lambert. I'm a TJC licensed instructor for Silhouette. You found your way to Silhouette success. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the button down below. Make sure you click on the notification bell as well so you can stay in the loop. In this video, we are going to talk about how to set the PixScan mat up, whether you're using your camera or a scanner. And we're going to talk about some of the different ways you can use the PixScan mat to make your life a lot easier. My favorite is all the way at the end, so make sure you stick around. Let's open up our PixScan panel. You can see here that there are two options for importing your files. You can either use a camera or your scanner. We're going to go through both options today. If you are using a camera, you need to come down here and click on Show Calibration Test Card. This is going to open up a brand new page, and it looks like this. You will see the white background with a lot of little black dots on it. You want to go up to File and print this out. Once you have this page printed, you are going to set it on a flat surface with good lighting and take a picture of it from up above. You want to hold your camera straight and level and capture as much of the white background as you can without having anything else around the edges. It should look like this, not like this. After you have the picture taken, you need to get it into your computer files. You can do that through Google Photos, or you can email it to yourself, however you typically transfer your camera photos to your computer. Once that's done, you're going to come down here and click on this plus button. That'll bring up your downloads, and this is my photo here. It will show that it's processing, and then it added my camera to the list here. Once the camera's been added, we are ready to go. Let's go back to our original page. You want to get your file set up and the page printed. I'm going to work on bringing in some stickers now. I found the easiest way to do this is to use a split screen. So I'll put my Silhouette Studio on one side and my downloads on the other. I got this bundle from Creative Fabrica, and I will put a link to it in the description below. I'm just going to snag a few of these and get them imported into Silhouette. In order to scale them down, I like to select all of them at once and center them. The software usually works a little bit better if you group them first. Then you can ungroup them and get them spaced out. Okay, now you need to go through and just get everything set in place. Now at this point, you could go ahead and print this page off as is, but I noticed earlier that I was having a hard time with tracing some of these designs after it had been printed. So what I did to resolve that was I selected all of them, grouped them together, and created an offset around each one. Then I switched the offset color to black, and I bumped up the thickness on that because I want to be able to trace it after this picture is printed. Let's go ahead, right click and group and print this page off. You want to take that printed design and get it onto your PixScan mat, and then take a picture again from the bird's eye view. You want to try to keep it straight here. We're going to go back to the PixScan panel and import PixScan image from file. Once again, it's going to open up a new page, and you will see that your print is pulled in. Mine did not print well at all, but we're going to ignore that fact for right now. Let's open up our trace panel, select trace area, draw that out. Now you can see, because we put the black offset in, everything traced really well around the edge. That's exactly what we wanted. So let's go ahead and trace outer edge. If we pull that to the side, you can see we have the nice outline there. We can hit the undo button to put that right back. Let's open up our offset panel, and we're going to do an internal offset. You want to pay attention to the distance that your internal offset comes in. This one is too close to the actual stickers, so we are going to decrease the distance. We want to make sure that that black outline is gone, but we want to keep all of our sticker intact. I'm going to go with 0.055 and click apply. We can right click and group those together. This is the cut line that we want, so we can pull this one away. They're all grouped together. Right click and delete those. Now if we go over to the send panel, you can see that each sticker is going to be cut out, and that black outline that we used for our tracing is going to be cut away. Now we can get the media loaded into our machine and click on send. You want to make sure that the arrow is pointing towards your machine with this mat. The machine will register the exact same way as if you were doing a print and cut. Now I had used some platen glue to re-sticky my mat, and I think I put a bit too much on there. It's really difficult to get this off. I'm using the Astro Brights sticker paper, which is not my typical sticker paper. I'm not very fond of it. This one. This was done with the phone, and I don't think I had my calibration quite right. The sticker did not do well at all. There's still some of the black outline. This one's a little bit better, but it did cut off some of the E. Set at a depth of 6, force of 14, 2 passes, and it's still giving me a hard time getting these off the paper. This one is better, still not perfect. The ones with the larger space did better, but again, there's still black outline left on this one. The good news is that if you do have a scanner, the results are much more accurate. I may just need to take more time and calibrate my phone better. I did try to go back through and recalibrate my phone. I took a new picture of the dots. I tried to get a really straight picture of the PixScan mat from above. I sent it through the machine again, and the results were slightly better, but they're still not as good as when I used my scanner. Let's move on and you'll be able to see the difference. This is the page that I'm going to use for the scanner part of this video. I have everything set up with the black outline already. I need to go up to File and print this off. You want to get it set on your PixScan mat, just like you did when we were using the camera file. And then we're going to open up the PixScan panel and click on Scanner. A list of your devices will pop up here. I'm going to click on this one and then Import PixScan Image from Scanner. Now you're going to see this window here, and you have some options. You have color picture, grayscale, black and white, or custom settings. I go with custom settings because I like to adjust the quality of the scanned picture. If you choose the regular settings, your DPI is going to be at 100. It's going to be low resolution, and the scanned image is going to come in fuzzy, and it could affect the accuracy of the cut. These settings are okay, so I'm going to click on OK. And now we need to set up our scanner. If your scanner is an 8.5 by 11, the regular letter size printer scanner, the PixScan mat is not going to fit on it completely. That's okay. You'll set one side of the mat on the scanner and click on Scan. You'll see a window that says Acquiring Data. Your scanned image will show up here. Then a new page will open. Then you'll go back, flip the mat around, and then go through the process again. It's going to import the second scan and stitch both of the pictures together. You're going to go through the process of tracing the images and creating the offset again, and then we can send it through to cut. I did stick my mat to my shirt a few times to get it to be a little less sticky, and I also bumped my force up as far as it would go. So it was at a 33, and the cut came out much better. I had no trouble separating the excess material from the stickers this time, which was awesome. Now you can see that the results are much more accurate with the scanner. One of the things that I love about using the PixScan mat is that you get to use the entire page of your sticker material. Nothing really goes to waste on it. But also you're able to apply the glossy laminate and not have it interfere with the registration marks. You put your printed image down, scan it, or take your photo and then put the laminate on it. You can run it through your machine and the laminate is not going to interfere with the cut. My next PixScan mat project is going to be putting this design on 4 different hoodies because we are definitely going on a road trip to see the total eclipse on the 8th. So excited. Look at how much larger you can make the image just by eliminating the print and cut registration marks. I'm waiting on the sweatshirts to come in, but I'll post them in the Facebook group when they are done. For now, let's look at using the PixScan mat with printed cardstock. I did import this design with my scanner, and I want to cut out the 3 designs that are whole. So let's trace and make the offset. This print had a vintage look to it, so I had to do a bit of editing. But I was able to get the cut lines just right and set them back in place. I adjusted my settings, so we're ready to go. We're working on these 3 here. These came out perfect and they can be used for embellishing different cardstock projects. This last project is a bit different and probably my favorite. I'm using the PixScan mat with some vinyl scraps. This little design came from Creative Fabrica and I just need to get it sized properly and separated so that I can cut it from 2 different colors. I rated my scrap bin and placed the vinyl on my mat, and I'm using my scanner to bring in the image. This is going to show me exactly where to place my design and eliminate all of the guesswork. This is super helpful if you're cutting a lot of small pieces out of a lot of different scraps. I have to admit that I was not placing a whole lot of faith in this process to begin with. I left a lot of wiggle room for these designs to go on these vinyl scraps, but in the end they were placed perfectly. They did not go out of the boundaries at all, and I am quite impressed. If you have a lot of scraps that you need to go through, this is absolutely the way to go. If you're interested in seeing the finished sweatshirts, you're going to want to head over to Facebook and join the Silhouette Success group over there. I will put a link in the description for you. If you're planning on watching more videos, check out this one next. Otherwise, go create something amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.